everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Basketball Body and Mind. Today, I am super happy, not only because it is the first episode, but also that we have my great friend Tadas Sedekerskis. Tadas is a professional basketball player, for someone who doesn't know, from Lithuania, who has been playing in Baskonia, Vitoria Gasteiz since season, I think, 2013-2014. And for last two seasons, he also is a captain of the team. Also, Tadas has represented Lithuania in youth and men's national teams. So lots of experience to learn from. Tadas, welcome to the show.
Hello, guys.
So, Tadas, let's start from the beginning. You were just a teenager when you left Lithuania for Baskonia, and I believe you were one of the first Lithuanian teenagers leave home country for basketball at that age. How did that decision happen? Was it parents you were pushing you, or was it like maybe an agent help you, or someone else? How did that happen?
I think it was like a mix. I think I understood that it was a time to move on, let's say to Spain. We really like that option because Spain is really known for the ACB league, for the big teams that they have. And when we received the Baskonia's offer, I mean, I was really happy. I mean, at that time, probably I was one of the best prospects in Europe. But still, I've been watching Baskonia since a young age because like a lot of Lithuanian players played there, like Macijauskas, or
Yes.
let's say other Europeans that after went to the NBA. So I was really excited, and they invited me for the tryout. And when I came here, I saw all the facilities. I met the coaches. They explained me more or less how they work. Um, I was at that time, I think, 14. So I wanted to start like also work in the gym, more like individual practices, skills. And in Lithuania, it was more or less only like 5-on-5. We didn't pay a lot of attention on the other side, let's say. So we talked a lot. I mean, with my parents, with the let's say with the agents, with Baskonia too, because after that I had some other offers also from some different teams. Uh, I mean, it was maybe a little bit of surprise because Spanish team came up like before the Lithuanian teams. After I signed like with Baskonia, I think then all the team Žalgiris and Lietuvos Rytas started to talk and show interested. But at that time, I already had signed with Baskonia. So yeah, I think it was, let's say, a decision made by my family, my agent, and myself. But I knew that I wanted to move forward, either States or Spain.
And that you knew that for a long time, like because if you moved at year 14, you were like 14 years old. So when did you started to think about moving somewhere else, like States or
I
Spain?
think it felt like I was kind of like dominating at my age in Lithuania, and like for a few years we were thinking like we were getting a lot of agents' attention, and every agent had like different opinion. Like one was suggesting going maybe moving to Vilnius. At first, I was like really interested, but then at that time, I was playing for also like 1 year older guys and my age group, so we were Lithuanian champions, So what's the point moving to Vilnius? Okay, maybe they had better, let's say, youth system there, but we decided it's either like Europe or States. But if we are staying, we stay in Klaipėda. So yeah, I think that the decision was made because I felt that I need more. I need more. work in the gym. I need more skills, you know,
Hmm.
because okay, at that time maybe I also was like bigger than others, maybe like more mature. So in the end, in few years, we knew that everything is gonna be more like at the same level, and I need to improve on the other things.
Yeah, so what I really like you saying, I feel that I needed more. I needed more skill. I needed a skills training. I needed more of the weight room. So for you, the decision was like since you were a big prospect, you could move to even another country. But for someone else, maybe it is moving from one city to another city because you will have better conditions to develop as a player, even at the age 14 years old. It could be, but I mean, it should be difficult to move at 14 years old to another country. And you come now to Spain and you start to train with youth first, right? You're not going straight to the men's team.
No, no. At that time, I wasn't ready. Like I was like I remember 15 years old, and Baskonia they wanted me to come like a year earlier, or at least like we agreed that I'm gonna come. Like I signed. Then I was supposed to stay one full season, and then I was about to go. And like in the middle of the season, I don't know what was the reason they started to like kind of like panic. I don't know, and they wanted me to move like in the but we say no, I'm finishing the school like eighth grade, and then I'm coming. And then yeah, so it just happened. I came when I was 15 years old.
Yes, and you
And
started to
yes. And then I started to practice with the youth team. I mean, 2 years older guys. And for me, I was coming to Baskonia. I expected, okay, it's gonna be like such a high level, you know, all the players like from the other countries and the coaches. I mean, it was kind of different because I don't know. In Spain here, they like to have like a head coach, assistant coach. In Lithuania, it's not usual, you know, for the younger team, like youth teams. Normally, it's only one head coach, and they don't have like a strength coach, like physio or something. And I came. I remember I was like 15. Okay, I was practicing with the junior team, so they were like 17, 18, and I see head coach, assistant coach, like a team manager, physio. I was like, what is going on? And but I was kind of surprised of the level because okay, Vitoria is a small city. You can't compare it to Real Madrid or Barcelona, so obviously the level was lower. So yeah, but I came and I was already like my first year, let's say the best player on my team, like 100%. They were like I was kind of fighting with the coaches because I was used to play like slow, lazy game, you know. I was used to play 40 minutes, so I was like all the time like walking, you know, not sprinting either like defense or offense. And I mean I was taking a lot of rebounds, but just because of my size, so they were like, okay. I remember after the first game, I watched the video with the with the manager, like GM from Baskonia, and he say, look, here you sprint, here you deny the pass, here you play defense, and I was just like, I was used to walk like, you know, give me the ball. I mean, so yeah, this thing they changed, like, you know, they wanted me to be let's say like more aggressive, play with more intensity on the both sides on the court, you know. So it was kind of shock, but I adjusted well. I think I also like wanted to have ball in more in my hands, you know, because I was used to play a lot of with the ball. uh, all these things were kind of different compared to Lithuania because they were more like, let's say, on my ass. You know, they all the time wanted me
Mhm.
to give my 100%. You know, it's either like rebound the ball, steal the ball, play defense. So yeah, it was different, and I think that's what I needed at that time.
Yes, it's nice that you were coachable, meaning that you were not too high to accept the critique of the GM, because some
I mean, I
people
had
might.
yeah, I had my problems. I remember because I was coming to that like okay that youth team. I immediately saw that I'm the best player, and the coach is telling me like to run or whatever, like sprint to the defense. And at some practices, I was kind of like pissed with the guys, like because they weren't like passing the ball much. And I remember like coach would give me um, he would be okay. That's the last time you don't sprint to defense. That's the like first warning, and I would be yeah okay. And then I'm like probably pissed against because I didn't get the ball in the offense, so I would stay just like again like going walking to the defense. He would be like okay second warning, and then on the third one you're going to the locker room and you shower and you go home. And probably at that time I was kind of like I forgot, and I again like run to the defense, not the way he wanted me to run, and he would be like, "Okay, go to the shower." I'll be okay. Like the first year was like kind of because maybe it was difficult because I expected more level from let's say like team practices and all that stuff. The individual skills practices were like okay, just what I needed. The lifting and weight room was great for me. I remember I gained a lot of weight very quickly, had some muscle. But like playing by their rules, they wanted me to play like I was used to play more as like a point guard to have the ball in my hands all the time. And there they put me like as a three in the corner, and I'm like, I see these guys playing, and I say, this is bad, like So I had
But
like I fight like few times in the practice with my teammates also because they weren't passing the ball. So I was like, I remember one time I took the ball and, and kicked somebody with the ball, and so the coach sent me again to the locker room. He say like, you can't treat your teammates like that, and but I mean,
do you see
yes.
value of that type of coaching right now when you look back? It was, you think it was right way to do, or you would do differently?
Yeah, for sure, like 100%. Especially all these things when you see high level basketball, there is no way you can play like 70%. I mean, you have to be like some kind of like really special or super talented player. But nowadays in EuroLeague, if you don't give like even ACB 100%, if you don't sprint to the defense, if you don't sprint to the offense, if you don't rebound the ball, if you don't play defense, if you're like not 100% concentrated, there's like no chance you can play. Doesn't matter how good you are.
Yes, and it comes from the training session because you will play how you train. You cannot expect to play better than you train. And then you come to the men's team. So I would bet that you were not the best player in the men's team right away.
Mm.
So my question is, when you come to the men's team and you see everyone, like maybe you see some stars that you have watched from before, and you kind of aspire them, that you really like they are like idols for you. So was there a player or someone that was mentoring you, or that you were copying someone because you wanted to be like that player?
It was obviously hard because I remember that year we had really good team, and when you look now at the names and the guys we had uh, they had such a good careers. Like of course, a lot from them they're still playing, and they kind of like legends. Let's say in EuroLeague, like very well paid guys. So for me, it was really difficult, and I was like the only young guy on the team. The team packed of stars, young coach. I'm the only one who is like kind of young, coming from the youth system, 18 years old. So it was really tough season for me. I wasn't getting minutes. I lost my confidence. Uh, Coach was on me like really, really hard. And just like you said, I had like Andrea Bargnani on my team. I remember playing with him on, I don't know, video games, 2K. I don't know, Shane Larkin, also coming from the from the NBA, Rodrigue Bobois, Adam Hanga. After in the middle of the season, Chase Budinger joined us also, the guy from the NBA, Shengelia. I mean, we had great team, so it wasn't easy. I didn't maybe I got like a lot of advices from the guys. I think maybe it's more like to have mentor, maybe coming more from the NBA. Maybe in Europe the guys are not that much into that, but for sure I got advices and from Toko, from everybody. Let's say some little things, and I was really like trying to listen them. For me it was like good experience.
So you
But
would
from
say
the
it
other
is
side, like
uh,
yeah, being 18 years old and not getting playing time and all the time just like practicing and not even that practicing that much because the EuroLeague and ACB schedule are really tough, so the team is not practicing that much during the year. And if we practice like we would practice like short time, so the main guy only practicing and the guys were not playing that much like on the side. It would be like great for me to play on some like second team, but there was like no opportunity. So I think these years like more hard than helped me, but I was trying at that young age still stay as professional as I could, so I took all these things and I put in my bag.
yes. And do you remember maybe the inner thoughts or inner talks that you had? You said like I'm losing my confidence. I'm not playing. I just practice, and practices are short. What do you say to yourself? Do you remember?
It was really tough because it was the first experience when you like you started to feel that this mental strength is really important and you kind of losing the confidence like the things that you were doing like automatically it seems that now it's are difficult for you. You like you can hit a shot, you're like scared to take a shot. The seems that like free throws became like such a big deal, uh, yes, and especially like you're the youngest guy on the team, so you want to be like correct, you want to be great, you want to at the same time you want to prove your teammates that you're like ready, you want to play also for the coaches that I'm ready, I want to play, but yeah, it was like really hard at some point. I wanted like to get like on loan and play because I mean I think it's not a secret. 18-year old player, he needs playing time, and he needs like to have that freedom to make mistakes to improve. And in Baskonia there's like there's no games when you can make mistakes. There's no practices for bullshitting or something. So you have to
Hmm.
be like really really 100%. Doesn't matter, it's like shoot around or a game or a practice. You have to bring that focus.
Yes, and then you were 18. Then for like couple of 2 3 years, I've written like last like few years, you were getting a little bit more minutes, but it was still everything like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, it's still low minutes. And then in last couple of years, like you are now averaging like 25 30 plus minutes. Did that come, like did you do anything differently to get those more minutes, or it was just a result of the work that you always kept doing the same things, keep working basketball body and mind on these things?
I mean, didn't change anything. I I mean, second year, I learned that there is like no way you're going to play. So I decided that I'm going to play. So I decided to talk with the team and like get somewhere on loan. And it's like if you see now, everything till the age of 18 was going like perfectly for me, and then it started like a huge disaster, because then we asked for loan. Club kind of like they didn't want me to go. They wanted me to stay with the first team, and still we managed to go. I moved to on loan to Burgos. Also, the team was a newcomers to the ACB league. We started terrible this season. I don't know, like 8 games in the row we lost. So I'm the youngest guy again. So I'm like unexperienced. I'm not ready. They promised me minutes, but again, I'm getting like 3, 4 minutes. I mean, it's very difficult to prove like that and show somebody. And okay, then we say, okay, Burgos, we are done. And then I say, my agent doesn't matter the place. Now I just want to move somewhere to play. Just to play really 20, 25 minutes because let's say I wasn't playing like for almost 2 years. And then
Yes.
we went to Kėdainiai. At that time, everybody like said probably my career is over because till that time I had like big expectations in Lithuania, also in Spain, and like big prospect. So I mean, it's normal. Probably people expect from you things, and then he's
Yes.
going to one of the worst teams in Lithuania. Oh, so this guy is a bust. So he's done. And I was happy again in Kėdainiai. I mean, even as a team, we started to play like better and better every time. And in the end of the season, we got to the playoffs, if I'm right. The problem that I got injured. I got injured and I couldn't finish my season. So I came back to Vitoria to do the rehab
Yes,
because
so
I got,
let's don't talk about the injury yet. I still want to talk a little bit
yeah.
about this what you said because injury will be next. But
Okay, yeah.
uh,
So yes, yeah. Let's say, and then the next year I'm on the first team again, no minutes, but I think all that time I had in my mind that I have to keep working. Now, if you like, if I come back to this year, maybe I would do like some things differently because it was like for moments. At some point, I was super obsessed with going to the gym. Like, let's say the other year, I was so obsessed with like my shooting, and I think you can't go like too much on like one side. I see like either gym or basketball. I think you have to know the limits and also not to, I don't know, don't stay after practice like mentally obsessed shooting for 2 hours. I think it's better to go every day 10, 15 minutes, knowing that you're playing, knowing that you're practicing, and work. Like, you don't want to get like in one day the best shooter you can get. You have to work constantly every day, little by little, like I'm doing right now. Like, normally going to the gym like 30, 45 minutes like before, sometimes even if I want after the practice, but also like shooting after the practice. I remember when I was young, at some point, some year, I was just like gym, gym, gym. No basketball. I forgot like all the basketball skills, and even like with you when you were at that time in Vitoria, I was. It helped for sure, but because I built up my body, so when the time come to play, so I was ready. My body was ready. The coach so that I'm ready. I'm strong. I can defend, and that's why he trusted me. It was way better than to like put the hands down. I'm not playing. I don't care. Now I'm gonna go out every night and it's just because I'm not playing. No, I still had that mentality. To I have to improve. I have to improve on something. It's either like basketball, gym, or whatever. So that's the thing that helped me a lot during like all my career. I don't want to have regrets. I just want
Yes.
to like improve every day, step by step, little by little. Then you practicing, you you find some new things, you add some stuff, and that's how you get better.
Yes. What is interesting, you are saying that mm, at let's say age 15 and 16 also in Spain you're dominating, then at age 18 you are thinking that sorry that I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm going to the worst team of Lithuania. I don't have confidence. But 2 years ago, you were dominating. So it's interesting how quickly the mind can shift. And you said you went to the worst team. I heard on the another podcast, Mike James was mentioning that he went to the third league, I think, of Italy to play, even when he was like after the college. So you don't know what future will be. And even right now, we're talking third season in a row, and in the men's team, and you're still not playing, but you still kept on working.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that like uh, I still believed in myself. I knew like it's kind of the situation is bad, you know. So I knew that I'm a good player. I know that I didn't lose my skills, and I still could play, but I just needed again the right situation, the coach who trust me, and playing time. You know, that's why
Yes.
let's say in Kedaini, little by little, I started to play again. You know, and yeah, but
Yes, but
like just the people
yes.
around, they were like more like people talking, media talking. You know, like. Yes, and then I came back to the first team, and again nothing. You know, I mean at that time maybe I was like 21, 20, 21. Yes, 2021, and
Yes. I want to share
at
the
that time
story.
it seems
Just
that you're not
you
going
were
to play again, like impossible.
yes, you were
So
21 years old. I remember. I hope you will not you will not how to say, you will appreciate this message. I remember after one game you texted me like a gif, why me? And because previously like a day before maybe we talked about that not getting the minutes, and you were 21 years old then, and you remember after the game texted like a gif, why me? But right
why
now,
always
what
me?
would you, yeah, why always me? And right now, what would you say, right? Because right now you play a lot. So what would you say right now to yourself, to your previous self, the one that
The
is
same
still
thing
not
that I
playing?
was saying that time. Just keep on going. You know, there's like no super secret that gonna calm you down or something. You know, because in the end we are basketball players. We want to play, and if you don't play it, I don't know. It's
Yes.
that's why we are players. You know, you want to play in the end, and there is no other like word than just keep on going, just keep on working. That what that's the thing that I was saying to my younger self, you know, all the time. Just keep on working, because after now, if I'm stopped right now, after I'm gonna have regrets, you know, and
Yes.
I don't want to have regrets. So I just kept on
Yes. So
working.
now you kept on working, and back injury happens. So for you, like you still kept on working because everything went eventually well. But how did you handle that? Because at that time you were not playing, and then also like injury happens. Maybe somebody else will have like a knee pain, knee injury. For you, it was low back. How did you handle that?
Oh, it seems so long time ago, but I was pretty calm. I remember when the back injury happened. I was at that time in Lithuania, and the injury happened. So we had MRI, and I had like a stress, like micro stress fracture. I remember, and then I came back to Baskonia, and I started my rehab. Everything was kind of okay, and I was followed by the doctors. and I was supposed to be ready for the preseason, and the preseason was really hard. I remember it was with Pedro Martinez. Maybe it was like a doctor's fault or whatever, but I got the same. I mean, I got the same, exactly the same, in the same spot, same injury, like that
In
preseason.
preseason.
Yeah, so it was like two injuries in a row. Maybe because I was also super hard on myself. I remember that time with like nutrition and everything. I wanted to be like zero body fat, lifting. I wanted. That's what I say. Like kind of a few minutes ago. I wanted to do like everything. I would come to the practice, lift like crazy, finish the practice, shoot like thousands of shots, then lift again, and then you go home, and then you eat nothing because you want to get like. At that time was like perfect. Like
Yes.
like no worries. Like I don't know, for sure the best body fat in the team, but I still wanted to be better, you know. And I remember I did like this whole week, like shooting like crazy. And during the preseason practices are not like 1 hour, it's like maybe two or three sometimes. And I was killing myself, killing. And I remember maybe on Friday or something, it was like we are about to start practicing. And I'm like, feels like the back pain is back, you know, like exactly same pain. And I was like, and I remember I started the practice and I couldn't go like, and then we checked again and they say yeah, it's again same happened. So you never know. Maybe it was I came back too early, mm, overworked like stupid. You know, I wanted to get maybe just I needed. I would say to my younger self like a little bit more patience. You know, everything is gonna come if
Hmm.
you.
Yes, more patience. This is very, very well said because everyone, even like now, last week, I wasn't. I one person wanted to come back on the court because of the shoulder pain, and we decided that okay. I think maybe you're ready, but in my heart, I knew that we're not ready, and we were not patient enough. He came back, one game, injuries back. So for you, it was not, for him, it was 1 month, but for you, it was six, or how many months it was for
Yeah,
you?
because in the beginning it was supposed to be like 3 4 months. So and after that I got injured again. So they gave me like way more time. I remember probably since September, and I came back like in February.
Yes, because in end of January, beginning of February, I came, and you were already like slowly coming
Yeah.
back. Uh,
Mm.
so that's how I remember. Yes, I really like what you said, patience, because that's very,
No,
very
patience
important.
for sure.
And
Like yeah.
mhm. And if someone would know, like you would be much more patient if you would know that uh, everything will be fine in the end.
Hmm.
But you don't know, and you're like rushing yourself. I have to
Yeah.
go. I have to go. I have to go and do it. I have to make, as you said, like those shots, everything. But if you know, hey,
To
take your
keep that
time, be patient.
discipline, yes, keep that discipline, working hard, nothing too crazy. Like I never go that hard. Okay, at that time I wasn't playing, so you can push yourself a little bit more. It's not that
Yes.
I'm like shooting maybe for 15 minutes at the end of the practice. Maybe at that time I could ask some coach and do some a little bit extras and maybe some ball handling, some one on zero situations because I wasn't playing. So normal that I have more energy or like let's work more on the game days. But and have that patience that I'm doing that work doesn't matter. It's going to work out. You know, it's either like here in Baskonia or doesn't matter like Neptunas or Kedainiai or Žalgiris. Doesn't matter. If you're putting work, I think in the end it's gonna work out.
And right now, you're looking back at that injury. Are you? I don't want to say happy. Are you grateful for that lesson, or you think you could have learned this lesson like patience and working consistently? You could have learned it either way.
No, I think this injury, I don't know. I'm not grateful for that. I think the thing about the patients that I understand just right now, that it's important to work hard and have patience. That injury for me, it wasn't that difficult to handle because at that time I wasn't playing, so I had all my time. The team wasn't pushing me. It wasn't hard like to come back earlier. So I and at that time I got my back injury. The first thing that I asked doctor, I say what things I can do, because immediately on my mind I had, okay, now I have time. I have like 4 months. Where can I improve? For sure I can't run on the court and get shots. I don't know, play basketball. No. So I was like in the gym all time, pushing myself, the things that I could do. I remember we were like following the plan when I can start like lifting weights and everything. I think at that time you also came more or less when I was getting
Hmm.
like ready to play. So it was it was that time to push myself and like take advantage of that injury, to work on the things that I was weaker.
Yes, yes, yes. So these are. I had another question, but you basically answered everything. That the advices you would give for younger would be like patience, consistency. Don't push too hard, but also don't be easy on yourself. But also like
Yeah.
be smart with working.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
like,
go.
oh, there's
Say.
like so many things that I could like talk about it, like in the end the coaches see also, they see young players. You have to bring like every day. There's like, I think, young player, he can take day off, everybody understands veterans. The guys were playing a lot. Maybe some of the days, if you're coming like 80%, the coach would understand. This guy is giving me every day on the court like 30 minutes, 35. Today he might be, tired. And but young guy, he can come to the practice like not focused, not running 100%, not sprinting. Even like this, if you're doing that, you are going to lose the respect from your teammates. You have to bring that energy. You have to show that you really want it for
Yes.
everybody, for the doctor, for the team manager, for the coach. Then everybody gonna love you because you're like young guy, but you're bringing up that energy. You're working hard. For sure, everybody understand that you're young. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna miss shots. But if you like 100% on every practice, on every game, cheering on the bench, helping your teammates, I think that's the way.
Yes, yes. And so then, before the last part, since you mentioned this thing, you when you came to Baskonia and they at age 15 they showed you already like a film of not a film but a game what you didn't do on the game. So you think it's important at age 15 to also watch yourself in the games, like analyze your game, or is too early?
I think yes. If you have I remember when I was like 14, 13, there was like no way to watch my games. I would love to see myself playing. Even right now I'm pushing me all the time to watch the games because that's how you learn. Not every time coach gonna come with the laptop and see, okay, let's watch a game, let's watch your mistakes. That's, I think that's super important. That because sometimes on the court it looks one way, and after on the TV or laptop, whatever, it looks on other way. So yeah, I think that's one super important point to to watch all your games,
Okay,
and
noticing
not
it
only
all.
flashy and fancy points that you got.
So now let's go to the last part. And last part, what I would like you to do is try to answer these questions as short as possible. Okay, like one answer, one word answer, maybe a couple of words, but no more than that. Okay, so let's go. Who had or who has biggest influence on your career as a basketball player?
Myself.
Okay. One advice you have received as a young player that has sticked with you, maybe from other like a coach or a player.
Well, I think Toko said work smart.
Work smart. More important if you want to be successful, talent or work ethics?
Work it.
Your go-to recovery method or routine after the game?
2 words.
You can say more.
Okay. So I'm like really focused on that right now because I learned that the seasons are super demanding. I was like I also was taking advantage on being like on the national team and having the like guys like Sabonis who is playing in NBA, but huge amount of minutes. Moteyunas, he's super professional about that. I've been asking them like what they're doing and what they're using. So right now at my house I have Normatec, I have Game Ready for the travels. I even have also Normatec calves. I have a cold bath every time ready for me at 10 degrees. I have infrared sauna using it let's say 3 4 times per week, getting to the cold tub like especially after demanding practices or games.
So, what is your
Just started.
favorite?
I mean, cold tub is nice, but I don't think so that it's my favorite. I really love to put my Normatec. I really
Yes.
love to put my Normatec like while you're watching some TV show, let's say. So you just they're having nice massage like for 30 minutes. I would say it's infrared sauna because it's super relaxing, super nice. You get inside, you put some relaxing music, sitting there like sweating for 15 20 minutes, and after that getting to the cold tub, it's super nice. Now I actually started to work also with a nutritionist to just get my all my supplements, vitamins, and food more like organized. I think because if following all the process with my like blood analytics and so analysis,
Yes.
so I think it's gonna be. I'm actually excited how it goes. You know.
Yes. What I really liked that I liked that I allowed you to talk more because you said that you even at this level you are still looking for improving, and also
Yeah.
you are asking others like is it Sabonis and Motiyunas, you still asking and trying to find what is the better way, how can I improve, even though maybe it will be just 1% of improvement, but even you're at the highest level and still looking for the ways to improve. So this
Yeah.
is very very
Even
cool,
like
right?
watching this the new TV show on Netflix, Starting Five, like the way let's say LeBron James prepares for the games, the way he does the recovery and investing on his body. I mean, I really like it. I think it's super important, and but like they say, the most important thing for recovery is sleep. So also trying to
Yes.
work on that. It sometimes is difficult to get to bed like on time, especially like after tough games, but trying to work on that too.
Okay, so let's go to the next questions. I know you like reading. What was the last book you read?
Uh, 11 Rings, Phil Jackson.
Okay, favorite meal?
Let's say steak.
Yeah, Yeah, I could have guessed that. In your opinion, what is the most, this is the last question, what is the most important for basketball player to be successful? You have to really pick one now. Strength, speed, conditioning.
I mean,
It's never one, but if you need to pick one,
yeah, it's like depends for who. If it's like more for guard,
yes,
I mean, if you're super fast and quick, I would say speed.
yes. Okay,
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 conditioning is. I mean, all these three things are super important. But if you're like super quick, speed, let's say
yes,
quick speed's more or less the same. Like Shane Larkin, look the difference that he makes on the court, like just by
yeah,
penetrations, fast hands, quick legs, and the way he runs and changing the pace. That's impressive.
yes, yes, I
I would
agree.
say vertical
Okay,
maybe.
vertical, yes, vertical. All of these, I mean, everything is important. It's just the idea behind this podcast is that I want to try to give it more like a black or white answers. It's never black or white answers. However, it's on social media you can get lost because you can see LeBron James doing like maybe bicep curls on stability ball, and then everyone thinks that this is the way to train. But actually,
Mm.
no, there are other things like he is most of the time doing. It just shows what his body is capable of. So the idea behind here is to provide that, even though it's not true, but provide the black or white answers. So based on
Yeah.
what you said, so I will try to summarize quickly in three things. So for me, three things like a key takeaways, I would say that number one is you have to, as Toko said to you have to work smart. That would be one. Another thing would be that you have to work smart, but do it for a long time, meaning you have to be consistent doing smart, those smart things, whether it's shooting, you don't want to overdo too much, whether is skills training or weight room. And the last, I think, would be never stop learning. You are at the highest level and still trying to improve.
Yeah.
Is there anything
That's
I'm
why I
missing?
said like myself because I never had like a guy who was like next to me telling me do this or that. You all the time like listen different opinion. One is telling you oh maybe leave your agent. Another is leave your club. Another is telling you shoot more. Another is lift more. So you have I was like I remember I was trying to figure it out, by myself all the time taking like a little puzzle, take one little thing from one guy, one little thing from the other, and making like building that puzzle, watching also movies, reading books. And it seems that even now like still pieces missing, and you still want to add, improve, learn, ask, because in then you have to reach out to everyone. You remember how many times I asked you things. I asked my strength coach, I asked skills coach, work, watch video. So I think that's the the main player has to figure it out, by himself, what is the best for him and what's the most important, what maybe for you having breakfast gives you lots of energy, for me not, so I learned that for
Mm-hmm.
me it's better not to have breakfast. I have more energy, and it's so it can't mother calls and you oh you should have breakfast. No, mama, I feel bad, it doesn't mean that you're I don't know, maybe some friends tells you no stay after the practice and take 2000 make 2000 three pointers, now you're gonna get better. You have to figure it out by yourself.
Yes. Hey, hey, Tadas, thank you very much for sharing your journey and advices with us today. And for everyone else, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode. This is the best way to support us. But for now, keep training basketball, body, and mind.